Aloha everybody, my Arms Inc. here, and today I'm going to show you how to clean an old rifle. Specifically, I'm going to teach you how to remove rust off of bluing and browning without removing the bluing or browning. You know, I use Hoppy's number 9, and that's the solvent and then the lubricant, a toothbrush, some cotton patches or rags, and lastly, this is the secret product. This is kind of what the review is going to be on. Big 45 Frontier Metal Cleaner and Rust and Dirt Remover, specifically designed for rifles. Its claim is that it's not going to remove the bluing or browning from a rifle. Right here I have some from an open one, and it looks just like a what is it? Steel wool. However, it's not. It's specially designed metal that's not going to scratch it. Now, this is my great grandpa's model, 1873, and this was made, I don't even remember how long ago. And it's in caliber 38 Winchester centerfire, which is, I believe, 3840, if I believe right. Right over here we got my great grandpa's well beaten Stevens and I think it's Stevens and A&T company, made in Chippewa something. Anyways, Massachusetts. This is in 32 long, which is a rimfire cartridge, which is no longer sold. So this is basically a wall hanger. Both of these rifles my grandpa had as wall hangers. My great grandpa had as wall hangers, and I've cleaned them up a little bit before. However, I'm going to re-clean them again. Now, I need to give a disclaimer before you do this. You cleaning them up in some cases can actually lower the value of them. I know it sounds weird, but patina and even a little rust in some cases, collectors like to see. However, we are never selling these. These are staying in my family forever, and they're a cherished piece to me and my family. So we're going to start off, and I usually like to put the Hoppies directly on here, and I use the brush usually for this, or the rag, depends upon where you're working. The brush is kind of nice because it gets more of the dirt off. So you can put this on. These nylon bristles are not going to hurt it. Hoppies is not going to hurt it. Ooh. And do your best to work the area over. Get nice and solventy all over it. And like I said, this is more for the dirt rather than the rust. The Hoppies will start to loosen it up a little bit, but this is just going to remove the dirt kind of thing on it. Here's your steel wool. I'm going to take it, pardon me, not steel wool. Big 45 Frontier Metal Cleaner, Rust and Dirt Remover. Not steel wool, not steel wool. Do not use steel wool on your gun. You will remove your bluing and browning, and you will cry. I don't know if you can see the difference, but right there you can just see all that rust just getting demolished off of there. So let's look at it like this. Let me zoom out a little bit. So at the bottom one, you can already see it's starting to look cleaner. You can tell that the rust is gone. Flip it over, you can see that rust build up. Clean, rust. I live in Hawaii, so rust like that builds up like crazy. Just after a month or so, you're just sitting inside the safe. So we're gonna work this over, and then we're gonna come back a little later to have some results. But as you can see, that's all rust. So we'll be back in a minute, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so we're checking back in, and you can just see, like, right there is a huge rust pile. And it's almost gone. This stuff does get dirty because it's just removing all the rust. The browning is staying on the gun. This is a brown gun. This is pre-1900. So it's soft enough to work on that, not remove your browning or bluing. Keep your value on your gun more so than if you were to use steel wool or try to reblue it, brown it. I'm going to come back in a little bit, and we'll see what's happening then. Okay, so I want you to look from here to here. You can just, like right here, it's the parting of the seas. You can just see such a difference. Now, there is some steel showing through, and that's just from being old. It's over 100 years old. It's, what was it? This was made in 1880s. Even though it's a model 73, it was made in 1880s. This particular one, yeah, not bad for almost 130 years. Beautiful gun. Now we just got to finish it up and come back a few minutes and we'll see how we do. Oh, and a few quick tips. Few quick tips. The toothbrush, apply everything on. Use these rags to wipe it up after you've already removed the rust and the dirt and grime. The steel wool will become super dirty and your hands will get very dirty from this. So do not do this at a nice table. Do not do this in your nice church clothes or whatever. You need to do this dirty clothes and work clothes and on a table that you don't mind getting a little dirty. So, like I said, and this does work dry, but as you can see, dust off. But it works so much better with that Hoppies. I just love that Hoppy solution. Gets all that rust nice and free. So yeah, be back in a minute. Alrighty, and as you can see, this is the soldering edition. Alrighty, and here we go. Here's what we're ending up with. As you can see, it's not perfect. Now this is browning, so it looks brown, but the rust is pretty much off. I still got some inside there and right around here. Got to take this plate off. But that's all I'm going to do for tonight. Very nice gun though. Still in excellent shape. And it looks like it's been brought back to life. You can actually now read the writing on here. It says Winchester Repeating Arms, New Haven, Connecticut, RCT. King's Improvement Patent, March 29th, 1866, October 16th, 1860. And over here it says 38 Winchester centerfire. I still got a little bit left. As you can see, this gets real dirty cleaning this, but it's worth it. Beautiful gun, lots of history. Like I said, it's my great grandfather's. And yeah. So let's put this here for a little bit. Okay, now this is the stuff. Big 45 Frontier metal cleaner. I'm gonna put a link at the bottom of the screen. See right down there. And the website is www.big45metalcleaner.com. Like I said, I'll put it down there. It's from South Dakota. Very nice guy who sells this. He's an older gentleman, and this stuff is worth its weight in gold. It is a miracle saver, and it's, you know, keeping my family's history, keeping my family's, you know, it's just a very nice product. I can't speak highly enough. I can't speak. I can't speak right now. Nah, I can't speak how great this is and how much it means to me that I'm able to keep this in my family, and I'm hopefully going to be able to pass this down to my son or my daughter. And just like my dad has, and my grandfather passed to my dad, my great grandfather passed to my dad. So yeah, it's an amazing product. Like I say, Big 45 Frontier Cleaner, and it works on Browning, and it also works on blued guns. Do not use it on Parkerized finished guns, and do not use it on painted guns. It'll work on Browning and bluing. Anything else, not meant for it. So yeah, once again, Big 45 Frontier Cleaner will not harm the finest blued surfaces. Alrighty, aloha, mahalo for watching the show. Please subscribe.